Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back here with another video. Of course, another video, but this is a different kind of video. I'm gonna be talking about. See, I got my Hulk Hogan shirt right here, so I'm gonna be talking about wrestling and all the wrestling books that I have. My entire wrestling book collection. I am gonna share with you guys. I'm gonna show you guys all the books that I have. I got a pretty big stack of wrestling bio books. Most of them are bio books here that I picked up. Some of them are paperback, some of them are hardcover, and some of them are just reference books from wrestling and the beautiful history that wrestling has given us. I've been a wrestling fan for many years. Goes back to 1987. When I first saw WrestleMania 3, it was Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Of course, that's the one that got me into wrestling, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that got a lot of people into wrestling. So from there on forward, Hulk Hogan was my all-time favorite wrestler, and I fell in love with the chemistry that he had with Andre the Giant in the ring. A lot of people didn't like the match, but you got to realize that back in the 80s, that was a pretty good match. I mean, it was very, people were waiting for it, and it had a great story behind it, and it's a lost art that I feel that wrestling nowadays doesn't have. But yeah, so let's stop talking about how I got into wrestling, and let's start talking about all these wrestling books that I have in my collection. I'm going to start off with something simple, and I think a lot of people probably have, and it's very useful if you want to find out about a certain wrestler. They have their information and their stats and and a little bit of history about them. Some for big wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, The Rock, they'll have like two full pages on them. But like for smaller wrestlers, they have like a little part, a little paragraph or whatever. I'll show you guys. So this is the WWE Encyclopedia right here. This thing is massive. It's huge. It's $45 it costs, but I believe I got it on sale at Barnes and Noble for about $20. This thing is huge. It's massive. It has let me see how many pages. It has 416 pages, and it's a big book. You see, it has a bunch of biopics here, and then of course, you got here Killer Kowalski's gonna have a full page, and you got King Kong Bundy. It's in alphabetical order, and you got it here. A whole bunch of people. Mick Foley has a full. The glare right there, you see. Mick Foley has a full page. Ted DiBiase has a full page over here, and it goes on. The missing link has a small little thing up here. So yeah, so it's many. It's called the WWE Encyclopedia of Sports Entertainment, the definitive guide. So yeah, that's what it is. It's a guide into wrestlers, like all-time wrestlers. Then I got here. This is a Mondo Lucha a Go-Go, the bizarre and honorable world of wild Mexican wrestling. And this has an introduction by Kurt Angle. So this is a really cool book that I saw at a bookstore probably many years ago. I can't even remember if that bookstore is open or not. So yeah, if you look through the pages of this book, it's pretty much the history of Mexican lucha libre. There you go. I mean, it's a very detailed and nice book. Kurt Angle, there you go, El Santo, and it talks a lot about Dan Madigan. You know, it talks a lot about a lot of you know, the world of professional Mexican lucha libre, and it's a pretty cool book. It has a lot of information. And then I got here the Stone Cold Truth, Stone Cold Steve Austin book. There you go. That's the back. That's the front. This is a hardcover book with Jim Ross also had a part of this book too. Co-wrote it, I think. But yeah. So yeah, the Stone Cold book, the Stone Cold Truth. And I got the Young Bucks, Killing the Business from the Young Bucks. It's their story right there. Andre the Giant, The Legendary Life. It's a pretty cool book. It's a lot of pages in this one. This is 344 pages. Yeah, this is an old book. It's a paperback, but it's a pretty old fucking book, man. Pretty much the entire life of Andre the Giant. And you got Major Kane, which I ordered this, and I believe this one was a signed copy. Yeah, with a authenticity. You know, the certificate of authenticity of his signed book here. Major Kane. I've always liked Kane. I thought he was pretty good for a big guy. He's a pretty good wrestler, and he had many chances to make it. You know, Fake Diesel, and then he was a dentist. Isaac Yankum DDS. Then I got the Heartbreaking Triumph, the Shawn Michaels story. Really cool book right here. That's the front. That's the back. And that's the Shawn Michaels book. Drew McIntyre. Got the Drew McIntyre book. I'm sure this one's also signed with the certificate of authenticity again. And there's that signature right there, Drew McIntyre. Yep. Alright. The Hulkster, the Hulk Hogan. This is My Life Outside the Ring. I got this signed by him when I met him. I met him like about 6-7 years ago at his Hogan place over there in Tampa, Clearwater. So yeah, this book goes, where the hell is it? Here it goes. Signed by the Hulkster right there. Hulk Hogan. My Life Outside the Ring. Deals with a lot of crazy shit that he went through with his crazy wife. To Be the Man, Ric Flair. I got this one, and this is the bag, and I also got it signed, personalized to me, Albert. So yeah, Ric Flair. To Be a Man. To Be the Man. And I got the bestseller, The Mankind Story, the Mick Foley. Have a Nice Day. Here you go. I don't know how I'm going to put these books in order here. Then I got Wrestling at the Chase. Awesome book. Really cool. A lot of history about the St. Louis professional wrestling. So yeah, Wrestling at the Chase. Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, The Heels. Crazy, very cool book. It's 400 pages. A lot of information. They talk about, you know, Stan Hansen. They talk about Triple H. They talk Chris Colt, Tully Blanchard, Angelo Poffo, Bob Orton Sr., the Masked Superstar, Big Van Vader, Gorilla Monsoon. You know, the list goes on. Just about heels. Pretty cool book. Then this is one of my favorite books. This is the Bruiser Brody book. Awesome fucking book. Really good. It's actually written by his wife. Part of it was written by his wife as well. So yeah, the Bruiser Brody book, highly recommend that if you haven't read it. And I got Slam Wrestling, and then this is Shocking Stories from the Squared Circle. Yeah, pretty much a bunch of stories. This is huge, 352 pages, pretty big book. And I got here the official insider story of WrestleMania. This is sold 2000. And it's funny, it came with a DVD also. And I got this for $3 at a Goodwill. I remember that. Alright, so onto the big pile over here. Got the Jon Moxley book. Very, very good book. I really enjoy that one. I got the Hardcore Diaries, the Mick Foley book. I think this one, this one I have it signed. This is the Mick Foley, the Hardcore Diaries. Signed when I met him. Kurt Angle is true. Cool book. Story. His journey to become an Olympic gold medalist. And this is called Sex, Lies, and Headlocks. And look who we have in the cover. Mr. Vinnie Mac himself. Vince McMahon, baby. A Lion's Tale. Chris Jericho book. Yep. Jerry the King Lawler. I'm not paying more than $7 for you. So, that's how much I got it for. The Jerry the King Lawler book. Did I get this? No, I have an action figure signed of Jerry Lawler. He has a really nice signature, by the way. Justin Roberts. I am currently reading that. I am so far not too close to the end, but yeah. Justin Roberts, really cool guy. Also signed it for me when I met him a few years back. Yes. The Daniel Bryan story. Cool book. Very WWE-ish. This is the Bret Hart book. Huge, massive book. This is, I don't know how many pages this is. 569 pages, man. This is a huge book. One of the best wrestling books ever. And did I get it signed? Yep, I got it signed by Bret Hart when I met him as well. Really cool signature there from Bret the Hitman Hart. Then I got Pure Dynamite, the Dynamite Kid book. Cool book. Yeah, a lot of cool things about it. Death of the Territories. This is a really cool book. I highly recommend this one. A lot of information on that one. How Vince McMahon took over the whole entire wrestling thing. Then this is a book about Stampede Wrestling. And of course, a lot of Stu Hart. It's the history of the North American Heavyweight Championship from Stampede Wrestling Canada. Is Wrestling Fixed? And this is signed by the author, Mr. Bill Apter. Signed it for me right there. Bill Apter is pretty cool, man. He doesn't get enough credit. I think he's really cool. Then this is the Freddie Blassie story. I'm a big fan of Freddie Blassie. I think he was an awesome, great entertainer. One of my favorites, man. This guy was really cool. And he was an awesome manager, too, so yeah. Mr. Bischoff, Eric Bischoff. Great book. Controversy creates cash. And did he sign this book? No, he didn't. He signed an NWO DVD that I have. I know I met him and I made him sign an NWO DVD here. Accepted. This is the Pat Patterson story. I was expecting a lot more from this book. It was just, not... It was alright. I don't think it was great by any means. This is also signed. By Mr. Pat Patterson right there. It's accepted. And then I got Undisputed, the Chris Jericho. This is like the third Chris Jericho book. I'm missing the one that has the list of all his matches. I thought that was a really good book, but I don't have that one. This is a Chris Jericho book. And last but not least, Bobby the Brain Heenan. That book. Hardcover. With a foreword by Hulk Hogan. So yeah, it says it there on the bottom. Really cool book. It's a shame that this guy died the way he died. He was a great manager. And I did see him in one of the conventions. And I wanted to take a picture with him, but he looked awful. He looked really bad. And instead I just shook his hand and I said, hey man, thanks for everything. Thanks for all the years of entertainment that you provided us. You're a really funny commentator and excellent manager. Yeah, so Bobby the Brain Heenan. And he tells it all. So yeah, I got that one. So that does it. That's my huge wrestling book collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you like wrestling, let me know. We could talk wrestling all day. I'm here for wrestling, man. It's my favorite form of entertainment. I watch wrestling a lot. And I've never stopped watching it since 1987. Since WrestleMania 3, I have not stopped watching wrestling. And, you know, it is what it is, man. A lot of people say, oh, you're dumb for watching it, or, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. People like different stuff, you know. Some people like racing cars. I don't like racing cars, you know, but I like watching my wrestling. And I like reading about wrestling. It's a great hobby, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Until next time, I am going to go to sleep because tomorrow I got to work, and it's already like 1:45 in the morning. So I'm only going to sleep like 4 hours. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Bye.